Today, we picture him as the quiet underwater brother of Zeus, a calm guy holding a trident, talking to fish. But for the ancient Greeks, that docile image shatters the moment you read their actual texts. In the Homeric epics, he is rarely called the god of the sea. His true defining title is Oinosagaios, the earthshaker. He operated as the ultimate physical manifestation of chaos, a highly volatile force who actively rebelled against the strict, orderly hierarchy of Mount Olympus. To understand why the ancient Greeks lived in sheer terror of the natural world, we have to look closely at this one god's deep, burning resentment. This abstract model shows the ancient Greek cosmos right after the gods defeated the Titans. To figure out who would rule what, the three victorious brothers drew lots. Hades drew the underworld, Poseidon received the sea, and Zeus claimed the sky. But almost immediately, Zeus expanded his authority downward, declaring himself the absolute king over the shared central territory of Earth. That power grab created a permanent psychological wound. Poseidon expected an equal partnership among three brothers. Instead, he got a boss. In the Iliad, he openly rejects this hierarchy, stating, "I am equal to him. I will not live at Zeus's whim. If he has power, let him sit quietly in his own domain." This cosmic political imbalance forged his defining trait. He developed a massive, unyielding ego that absolutely refused to be tamed by universal order. He avoided Mount Olympus whenever possible. He preferred to travel to the edges of the world, feasting with remote mortals while obsessively craving the worship he felt he was denied in the heavens. To prove his dominance, he launched aggressive campaigns to become the patron god of major Greek city-states, and almost every single time he failed. The most famous rejection happened in Athens. He struck the Acropolis with his trident, offering the citizens a powerful spring. But the water was salty. They chose Athena's olive tree instead. These constant rejections bred a destructive pettiness. He even allied with Hera and Athena in a literal coup to wrap Zeus in chains, a plot that barely failed. Locked out of the sky and constantly rejected on land, he devolved from a cosmic co-ruler into a volatile rogue actor with his own dangerous agenda. His interactions with human civilizations were entirely transactional. He allied with King Laomedon to build the impenetrable, massive stone walls of Troy. But once the work was done, King Laomedon arrogantly refused to pay the agreed-upon wages for the divine labor. Poseidon didn't negotiate or seek diplomatic arbitration. His retaliation was completely disproportionate. He unleashed a horrific sea monster to ravage the Trojan coast and devour its people. Years later, during the Trojan War, his loyalties shifted unpredictably. He would arbitrarily support the Achaeans one day and the Trojans the next, driven entirely by whoever had offended him most recently. To the Earthshaker, human cities are entirely disposable. They are temporary monuments, useful only to be constructed or completely annihilated on a whim. This brings us to the ultimate philosophical clash of the ancient world. On one side, you have the hyper-rational intellect of the hero Odysseus. On the other, the pure, chaotic nature of Poseidon. The conflict kicks off when Odysseus blinds Poseidon's Cyclops son, Polyphemus. Odysseus wins that encounter using pure cunning, strategy, and logic. But you can't outthink an ocean. Poseidon abandons all strategy and unleashes a barrage of relentless, physics-defying storms that systematically dismantle every piece of the hero's life. This revenge has absolutely nothing to do with divine justice or moral scales. It is a primal, unthinking response to wounded pride. The story makes a brutal point. Human intellect, no matter how sharp or strategic, cannot negotiate with or outsmart the sheer, unfeeling violence of a natural disaster. Unlike his brothers, he refuses to accept his lot. He rejects the quiet isolation of Hades, and he actively sabotages the orderly logic, the logos, of Zeus. He embodies Mythos itself. He is an untrustworthy, ever-shifting narrative force that you can never quite pin down or predict. Zeus's laws might govern society, and human intellect can certainly build great cities. But the ancient Greeks knew the harsh reality. Nothing commands the deep